Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you across the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Wham! Hope you're having a happy hump day. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous grant from the Independent Creator Directory. Yes, the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the finest in authors, artists, musicians, entertainers, educators, blessed lunatics, one and all, my favorite kind of people. We're also made possible by my sales of my books, including The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, The Simple Spear, and the Big Stompy Robots line of games. Speaking of Big Stompy Robots games, you can find those apps over at JB Tech Apps. And sorry, we're hitting it early today. Today's one of those days where I just got a lot going and was not looking at the clock, so we're skating in a little underprepared. But friends, that means I have to adapt, improvise, overcome. You know it means it's going to be a good show while I'm rattling through all that. But enough of this intro stuff. Let's get right into it. Wednesday accountability is always a little rough. My accountability extra so this time because aside from getting started the grind on the Through the Thinning Veil Volume 1, which has gone out to a couple beta readers, and the most important one being my lovely wife, who is home as she does not feel well. Little man did not feel well yesterday. So it has been rather timely in that I've had some extra special responsibilities thrust upon me, and I am okay with that. Does mean some adjustments to my scheduling, but that's what happens when you are the kind of guy I am, and I am here for it, friends. There's nothing better than taking care of your family, nothing more important. Even in this business atmosphere. Now, that being said, I've still had some time to doodle away at that, and I do have a art commission I need to work on. So I'm thinking that with Mandy being home today and Xander not feeling good, it should be a quieter day around the house, which ironically may mean I may get some more stuff done to offset. It really feels like Thursday. I felt a day off all week. Uh, last night I finally got to catch the hearing on the unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Interesting, they're going that route. I found that fascinating for a couple reasons. Just what they're saying and what they're not allowed to say, fascinating to me. As somebody who has been studying facial expressions most of my life, in part because of my hearing, in part because of the sociological impact of understanding what people are saying with their faces when they're not necessarily saying it with their words. It was real interesting, and there were some people in the crowd who fascinated me as well. But it's a neat time to watch the news and be educated. It was also very comforting to see a bipartisan response, and from a couple figures I would have never put on the list of folks who will be sane in a bipartisan setting. So it was really, really interesting. I find myself putting some pieces together with that, coming to interesting percolations. Now, what does that have to do with creativity writing? Well, first and foremost, I'm a fantasy and a sci-fi fan. Secondly, I have been, I love intrigue, and there's very little intrigue that is as good as what's really going on. This is why documentaries exist, and this is a fantastic time. And I mean that in the grander words like fantastic and awesome have lost the depth of their meaning, friends. The English language has been watered down at points by excessive use of hyperbole, but this is literally the stuff out of fantasies. So reading it and watching it and paying attention will make you perhaps a better player, better character, better writer. Pay attention to your surroundings. You never know what you're going to see. Now, I have a couple things that are completely unrelated and surprisingly mundane. My wife got me a couple. They were intended to be birthday presents, and she ordered them well ahead of time, and they have come and they are up. So I have two new tin posters on the wall. I want to talk about that because she was nice and she got them for me. One of them is, Sergeant Schultz, I know nothing, which looks really well with the whole Elvira vibe. And the other is a decided version of a Japanese not Uncle Iroh, who's very Uncle Iroh. And if you understand what I'm talking about, bonus points. If not, you should. Uncle Iroh is a character that belongs in everybody's life. I need just a moment. So what I am going to do is run a little ad. And I'm going to run one I haven't ran in a while. That, friends. One, Amy Hale's an incredible author who's been through a whole lot, and I'm really glad to see that her world is stabilizing and doing much better. And two, I am, even though I haven't been outside, I can feel that the smoke has returned to our area because my allergies are just in agony over it. So I will be getting to take the pink pill of doom later. But we're not sponsored by Benadryl or any of its many knockoffs, but they do help us on days like this. Now, I know I need to fix my background, a few other things. I have some projects, and I'm excited about it. But it is a fine thing to balance the news, good, bad, or insane, that we can't change with the aspects of our lives that we can. And whenever things are stressed out, either positive or negative, it's good to step back and go, okay, it is beyond my ken. It is beyond the scope of my understanding and my ability to really adjust. What can I do? And what I can do, folks, is keep doing what I'm doing, which is provide an uplifting morning environment 3 days a week while we figure out what this means. Now, this is not, for me, terribly existential, as shockingly the field is something out of things in the sky has been something that I've been tracking for many, many years, unapologetically. Found a device. I'm not quite sure its purpose on my desk, but that's okay. But what a wonderful time to be alive. I mean, we are at peak historic event, or approaching that. We might as well enjoy the ride. I think 2020 should have taught us that. I thank heaven that I was born in the liminal period that I was born in, being extreme early 80s. I watched the information age kind of hit, and I just sort of swam with that wave. So, I've been without it, and I've been with it. I figure out I've been without confirmation on UAPs. I now have it. We'll see how things change. It should be fascinating. But with that, we still have our projects, and I still have some things I want to do. As I mentioned in a post, I have completed the first draft of Through the Thinning Veil. It took me a long time, as my writing is always a little challenging, and it took me, and the aspect of typing even more so, but we're getting through it. I have plans to, by the end of the month, have the cover done for issue 0 of Paul Bunyan Kaiju Slayer, and I want to get that up on KDP, where I can establish that, yep, I did do this. The thing there. It is issue 0 because it was done during the time where my hands were at their weakest. Well, not quite, not at their weakest, not at all, but during recovery. And I think I can draw it a bit better, but I would need to hold on to establish my presence with that IP. Now that that's been said, what else is going on? I have that the my expand version of my microlight is nearing completion. I just have to find, I did the art and I misplaced it. Hashtag ADD problems, but so I may have to redo the art again, at which point, oh no, I have to draw more chibi cuteness. It won't be the end of the world. This is why I'm so keen on recording my work, though. Outside of that, how's everyone doing? I've been babbling for 15 minutes roughly. Let's run the primary ad, give you guys a chance to respond, and then we'll delve into your comments. I will pepper things as things kick in. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with Behind the Code, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory pages. On this show, you'll be able to watch me go through and update the Independent Creator Directory website with new features or new members depending on what we have going on that week. Again, that's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory page. Joe Bachman again with The Burning is Love on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, also on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages. To find out more about the Independent Creator Directory, visit indiecd.org to find other great authors, artists, game designers, and live streamers. On this stream, you'll get to watch me go through and do various word burning projects that I put on theburningislove.com. I look forward to seeing you guys there and hope you have a great day.
I look forward to seeing Joe because I had way too much fun. Even though it was hotter than Hades, hanging out with Joe and Trelena and their level of productivity in their community just is awe-inspiring. And I'm just glad that they've been able to do that and take part in things. It's just really cool. And that what Joe does for our community is incredible. As you can hear, my voice is trying to be a little scrappy in light of the lovely weather we're enduring. So I may have to cut out more often to blow my nose and whatever. But we're gonna make this work. Let's see what the lovely. Whoo! I've got comment dumps. You guys have been busy. Whoo! Okay. First through the door at 8:43 was Rich Asplin, stuck in classes all morning, dropping my like. Well, I'm glad you dropped your like. I'm glad you were here in spirit, and who knows, maybe you'll make it out. Carl Witzman says, "Good morning, everyone. Sorry to miss Rich today. Hope he has a good day." Me too. Thank you. Carl sent me an amazing video link thing to detective noir ambiance, and I have a weakness for dark and smooth jazz. I do my intro as an homage to a radio station I used to listen to when I was a teenager, and it is meant as an homage. So I really appreciate that because that put me in such a creative mood that it may have interfered with my more processing side of things. So I had to stop and put it aside because I'm like, I can't be in this mentality now because this is the writing mentality. And it's too fertily creative a place for me to do editing. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I hope it does. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dawn. And once again, I find myself, dawn reminded me of the sun coming up, which reminded me of the moon coming up. So I'm laying tracks here. There's another holiday that I didn't know was going on around a very significant full moon, which, props to the folks who enjoy that sort of thing. And once again, it's like, there are reasons I'm staring out into the dark. It happens. Okay, so my accountability score. Wrote some of the spy novel, found a scene where the spy knew something and I had forgotten to explain where he learned it, fixed it. Yay, yes, kick butt. It's my auroral friend. Hi, Don. Great vocabulary use. Hey, Don, what's we did? Hey, Don, how you doing? Oh, you know it makes me want to come down here in the stone just to mess with you. I hope you're just having a grand old day. Hey, Carlene Gal. Good morning, folks. Good morning, Joe. Just dropping by for a moment. Got a slow day on the job site, so I'm trying to catch up on entering tests into the system. Hoping to have it all done today. In the words of one of the great cartoons ever, go Joe. Yay, Joe B. Hey, Joe B. They Joe B? No way, Joe B. Sorry. Accountability. None. I haven't had time to work on anything lately. Barely been keeping up with the Parks Board stuff that needs done. Hoping all that changes in about 2 months, though. Yeah, that's kind of where I am, and I feel bad because I really want to deep dive that course, but I'm also prepping for Xander's courses, so my world just got a lot more interesting. On a good note from Dawn, Ted starts his new job on August 14th. Yay, Ted! Congrats for Ted. Congrats to Ted. Hey, Joe. Donna, Carl, Dawn? Hey, Joe, Carl, Donna, Dawn? I almost said Con. Donna Con? Wow. And you thought Duma was bad. Donna Con! Anyway, hi. I'm having a morning, folks. Congratulations, Dawn. Hey, Grant. Everyone's loving Grant. Okay, Cigars International made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Yeah, I took it. Good thing I had a golden ticket for free shipping. Oh, no. Didn't I just order cigars for both of us yesterday? Welcome to another exciting episode of Donna's Next Intervention. Well, yeah, this was such a good deal. Wait till you see what I got. There he is. Happy hump day, Nick. Hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses to you, Kat Rothmel. How are you doing, darling? I know the school year is either looming or starting, but I know you will be the mistress of all things artistic. The highest echelon of hope and creativity, and probably spark more than a few crushes, because you were just that awesome. I'm talking about your coworkers, not the kids. Guys, like the song says, there's something wrong with Stacy's mom. Anyway, you better sell a lot of books, gal. That's right. Love that good morning like Robin Williams. Loving your energy today, my friend. Thank you. It's always easier when I'm a little late getting my ADD med. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to hide about it. But yeah, we got to take this week and make it do what we need it to do. And I'm feeling, fairly motivated. And since the outside weather is trying to make my face burn, I may have to do something creative to escape it. Because, friends, when reality is looming, we have the natural need for escapist fantasy. I will never understand the nihilistic response to existential dread. Friends, if the world is beyond your powers, why not enjoy yourself with the humorous and the absurd? Looking for an emoji of someone sticking out their tongue at the Witzman dude. My accountability? Finally getting that memorial tattoo today. Awesome, Cat. Congratulations. I know tats can be an exciting and addictive time for a great many people, and it's a great way to decorate the temple that is your body. I love it as an art form, even though if I don't participate in it. So that is really cool. Use code BlueSkies10 to save 10% off of Donna's books, I guess. Lulu search, blah, da, 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 da. Yeah, a whole bunch of gobbledygook. I will not be able to read even close with the way we're going. Helping you look, Donna. Kat Rothermel hopes you feel better, babe. She thanks you. Her voice, she's just a little soft. Ho, Grant. Well, I'm sure he is. All of us out here trying to sell our works are. Yeah. That's going to turn into a Not the Green Room. Why must my fingers mess up whenever I say hello? Not the green room. Okay, let's get back into it. Woo! Don has 13 books published. Better hurry up and get to 14. Actually, you have 14. It's just not on Lulu. Wow. Don, maybe you are wishing Grat something else? Wow. I'm just a girl hugging the ankle of my summer break singing, baby, please don't go. I'm telling you, get a cat, set up a GoFundMe or something that I can plug so that we can get enough money that you could go for Cat's eternal summer vacation and just revel in the creativity that brings you, because you deserve it. Hey, Cat. Sorry I haven't been around much. Lots of things going on. Darling, that's fine. You are one of the busiest, most energetic people I know. I understand that. And we love you, darling. Oh, that's sweet, Cat. See? And we got Cats greeting everybody. Twice in some cases. Said it twice. Well, Dawn's so nice, she deserves it. Hey, Cat. For some reason, I don't have nuts at a signing con. I must be unconsciously I must unconsciously have to give Grant a unique greeting. It happens. We know you're just paying granted homage, Dawn. Who's called me a hoe? Aw, nuts, he saw it. Sorry, I draw while listening to the show, so I don't always pay attention to the chat. I will say this. A lot of my productivity went down when I started doing the show because so much of my stuff was done the same way, where I'd be drawing and listening to my man Brian K. Morris, the original master of disaster. It's cool. We're just funning you. Yes, we are, and we love to. Morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy. I understand lots of times. Oh, Blue Teddy. Whoa, Blue Teddy. Lambda, lambda, whoa, Blue Teddy, lambda, lambda. Anyway, Blue Teddy. Everybody's happy to see Blue Teddy. WTH. Apparently you aren't so special anymore. No, Grant. Blue Teddy. Fairies, Blue Teddy. Oh, ho, Don. Hi ho, hi ho. It's into the comments we go. We'll greet some folks and tell some jokes. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Oh, wait. I'm a little late, so it's time for a commercial.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
And Joe is doing what he does like no one else can. Scribbles about Dawn's preoccupation with Ho. Well, they have made, this is big in fat guy news, miniature ho-hos in 3-packs now. So there you go. Grant Lankard, no comment. Poor Nick, not the green room. Where are the hoes at again? On their way to you, Johnny, always. They all want a piece of Johnny Cage, the sexiest man south of the border. And when we say south of the border, we mean way south. How you doing, good sir? I don't mean to call anyone a hoe in public anyways. Oh, it happens. hoping all I can do more for this community as time allows this winter. We're hoping you get some time to chill, my beloved Joseph. Like, good air in, bad air out. It is possible to stop vibrating. I swear, if we could just hook electrodes to Joe Bachman, we could power the entire world on the raw residual energy that this man generates. Johnny, yo, Carl. Hey, Joey, be good. Looking good? Yes. We're busy. Dawn's fingers are making hoes out of everybody. I don't want to say that one wrong. Homage! ×2, Nick, you crack me up. I try. Lamau. I know. WNUA 95.5. This is Ramsey Lewis in the morning. Oh, God! Unlock. I could not sleep without my WNUA. Oh, WNUA gave me my deep love for Miles Davis and a few others. So, yes. See, you are truly a woman of culture, Kat. And there are playlists, actually, because it was one of the first digital radio stations. There are playlists you can find on YouTube of WNUA with some of the original commercials. It really is trippy for me. Hey, Johnny. Hi, Donna. Ooh, very, very white voice on it. It comes out every once in a while. Okay, Kat, got WNUA Chicago playing on another tab. Shaka Donna. Oh, my goodness. I was super goofy. We all are. We're keeping the happy hump day in hump day, and we are getting over it towards that weekend that I am looking forward to, even though the weather looks abysmal and we are being cloaked with the smoke. We might as well enjoy it while we can. Calvin says, where did my YouTube Verge video go? Stacy rhymes with Tracy, which is my sister's name. Hence we share moms. Yes, my friends tortured me. I can see that. This is so weird. Nick never came on for me. Had to refresh to see him. Oh, I'm sorry. He's already making that face. Oh, Nick, it gets so much worse. I know. And in a different environment, I would be fully reveling. But what you see is the agony of someone with a multi-level comedy base trying to maintain their composure. You have to understand, part of the ingredients in making yourself a free-range Nick is to expose a small child to Mr. Rogers and Benny Hill at the same time, like almost alternating. You get someone who's very nice and very kind, but has a wicked sense of humor. In many definitions of the word wicked. Yes, the chat is off the hook today, coming all the way, and I hope it lives to stay. Yes, says Kat. That cat design took nearly all my summer break, but it's very special. Has his actual paw print that we did together. Cool tribal design that was his dog tag. I turned it into a heart. Oh. My heart. Oh. Thank you for your kind words and love you, Nick. I love you too. Oh. Basically, at some point, Stevie Nicks and Cyndi Lauper bumped into each other in a narrow alley, and Kat Rothermel was born. That is my definition of what it took to make a Kat Rothermel, and I love that woman. Yesterday was a day from the happiness, and it spilled into today. Hey, awesome. All the happiness. Yeah, teachers go back Monday, Tuesday, and the first day of school is Wednesday. Boo, Princess Buttercup. I'm preparing myself to have fun storming the castle. Exude that at those kids. Yes. I've seen it, folks. It is a wonder to behold. Kat give some of the best energy to kids who desperately need it. And she is the complete polar opposite And it was actually soothing to my soul because the art teacher that I had when I went through Barker, which was the middle school I attended, not hers, but I don't even know if they still have the same name, but was nightmarish. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I'll admit it, she did horrible things. She accused me of having a brain chemical disorder and locked me in a closet for most of the entire art time I was taking her course. I had to submit everything out from her closet because she decided I had some kind of brain for walking into the room. Honest to goodness, a very, I can only assume unwell woman, and I hope she's doing well wherever she is. But it did foster my love of art as a defiant kind of thing, because I have a bit of a punk rock streak in me that doesn't usually manifest. But that woman, bless her black little heart, did a lot to negatively reinforce that. But to see the way that Kat approaches her kids is so transformative. It's so beautiful. And I see the kids who are having bad days. I saw them light up en route to her class. That's a wonder. And that's why, while I adore the idea of her getting to do her things on her time, I also cannot overexpress or understate the value of what she's doing for the community, even if she never gets to see the full results of it. She's an amazing educator and truly one of my inspirations, paragons, and heroes. I mean, just best of the best. And yes, I love me some Ramsey Lewis. I can't wait to play my class with some WNUA. Thanks for the info. I can't wait to see it too. Mr. Rogers and Mel Brooks. Now Mel Brooks is way up there because Young Frankenstein. Anything involving Gene Wilder, though. Spaceballs. And yes, Blazing Saddles. But Blazing Saddles has become this kind of almost rite of passage that some people get really kind of rude about, and I don't like that. But I get that. Speaking of, this is a little obscure, but apparently Carol Kane is joining the cast of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And I am completely okay with that because since Transylvania 65000, I've had no small crush on Carol Kane. And she's still absolutely beautiful. So that's really cool, too. This explains so much, John. Yes, it does. Love that definition of mean it. Well, it's the simplest way to explain it. With the side of Bob Ross and Bugs Bunny. Yeah, you were right in my bailiwick. Just have to add a lot of peppering of Doctor Who and Hercule Poirot. I grew up with Mr. Rogers' PBS, Monty Python, Tom Laird, the NewsHour, Mel Brooks. They messed me up, absolutely. And a little bit that you can't run on television, of course. Whoa. Doug Sims was responsible for getting me into WNUA 95.5. Smooth jazz. Doug was my drafting teacher in middle school, graphics art teacher in high school, and then my boss at Sims Photographics. So sweet dear friend of mine. Oh, God. I'm trying to remember Mr. McDaniel. Mr. McDaniel was the drafting teacher I had. And mechanical drafting was so... They really need to keep that going. I love computer-aided drafting. Don't get me wrong. But the physicality of the mechanical drafting is so good for artistic foundation. I wish more people dealt with that Sorry, I'm geeking out here. Is it evil that I want Nick's art teacher locked in the closet of the nursing home? It's vengeful. It isn't evil, and you know what? I'm going to mention that because I had a bit of a revelation that really helped me mentally lately, and this is true facts. Temptation is not a sin. Okay, being tempted by something does not make you a bad person. It's what no more than wanting to be heroic makes you a hero. Until you do the action, you don't become it. And this kind of slammed into my forehead out of the blue, and it really shook the pillars of a lot of my doubts in life. Because if somebody looks at a burning building, right, and says, well, I wanted to go rush into that building and, save a kid or a dog or somebody who's in there or whatever, and they don't, are they a hero? And most people would say no. But if you were tempted to do something horrific, and let's be honest, anybody who's been driving for long has at one point or another been tempted to do something horrific, does that make you a villain? No. And that really, this only slammed into my head like last week, over this weekend, I think. It's been percolating. So is it evil to feel the desire to shove an old lady in a closet who was cruel to children? It would only be evil if we were to do that. And I would never do that to somebody because, one, I have claustrophobia. I'm better about than I used to be. And I wouldn't inflict that on somebody. And two, around here, there's a phrase, and I need to go into my banners and find it. It's buried a bit because I haven't. No, that's private chat. There we go. Hashtag fueled by spite. And I made some amazing artwork. And I do apologize a bit to my high school teacher that I had after that for my art teacher, because at that point I decided I was going to do the art I wanted. And it made me more likely to be stubborn on certain things. And poor Miss Mitchell had to deal with that. You can't do an anime girl for every project. Oh, see, now you've made it a challenge. I did to everything, and then my final ceramics project was a duck that was stolen. But yeah, there's a lot of fueled by spite, and there's nothing wrong with using that kind of energy in a positive way. Okay? Absolutely nothing wrong with using that kind of energy in a positive way. Because you have input. What you do with it is what matters. And Mr. Wizard's World. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. Bless her black little heart. I love it. I'm sorry. It was a whole thing. Hi, y'all. Well, thanks for singing my praises. Well, they're praises that deserve being sung, my rock and roll art goddess. Carl. Alec is here. Everyone behave now. Okay, putting Halo on. Putting Halo on. Yes, walk the way of Master Chief. Oh, God. Sorry, my gamer brain kicked on for just a second. Horns hold up my Halo. It's complex. Hey, Alec. Mel Brooks' High Anxiety was a great homage to Hitchcock. Yes, it is. Yes, and it's a great one. That better be a great word. LMAO. We love Grant. We really do. Come on, folks. Drop your likes. Right, Donna won't be messing around. That's true, Alec, and I hope you're doing well. Exactly, Carl. That's a compliment to his ad and being stuck in our brains with a smile. It's true. I flipped the guy off once while driving. People trying to kill me with their cars really brings out my dark side. Blue, I adore you. That comment just brought me joy on multiple levels. Because my mental image of Blue, because all I have is the cartoon avatar, and I'm fine with that. Is this very Sanrio-esque little cartoon figure, and just seeing her lovingly extend her middle finger at someone who delightfully deserves it, it just warms my heart. It's hard to explain. It's like those old childhood ads we can recall from childhood. That marks a good ad. My baloney has a first name? Yes. Well, I'm sorry. All I have to say is 588-2300. Only once, Blue Teddy, you need to ride with Flatnetta. My Halo. Perfect angel mode engaged. Oh, that sounds delightful. Oops, sorry, I stepped out for a moment to check my new tires on the CRV. It's about dang time to, just in time. Well, you got to car maintenance. I'm a dad. I appreciate the concepts of car maintenance and the folks who take care of it. Good on you. We just continued to rhapsodize about your glory and a few other things because that's what we do here. Usually when people almost kill you, it's at least an accident, so I can let it go. But that dude's case, he was being impatient and dumb. Understood. And you are justified. And you are allowed to respond with as much or as little anger to such things as you want, and so you feel comfortable. And hugs to Blue. We love Blue. New feats for a Catmobile? Possibly. You have no idea how happy it makes me to be compared to a Sanrio character. It's just the energy you have, and I find it utterly delightful. I refuse to give up the part of me that likes the light and gentle and beautiful and kind things. I mean, yes, I will flaunt around in the muck as needed with certain people, and there are times where aggression has its place, but I simply refuse. I got beat up for drawing flowers because back, at that period of my life, they assumed that made me homosexual, which all of that is balderdash. That whole statement that had to exist is balderdash. So every once in a while, I'll draw very, very cute flowers as an absolutely fueled by spite dynamic. Yes, Dawn, love that. And I totally wasn't trying to figure out if Cat Rothermel needs more of a DC Catwoman or Marvel Black Cat outfit, and then my brain just went places. And I let it go, and then it came wandering back, and everything is well and good, and it looks like it is time for an ad. If only I knew whose ad I should run.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rothermel Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
I totally didn't play that because I wanted the kind of jazzy, I don't know, was that a xylophone or what that little, it sounds like tubes. It's a very tubular sound. Just kind of was rocking out to a Cat's Classic ad. Let's see what the comments have to say. Woohoo! Boo, 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 boo. Just had a thought. Had some new folks try to friend me on FB. Hope it wasn't anyone here because if I don't recognize the name, I often delete them. Same here. Oh, time for Joe to hop. Getting to the point that I'm finding the contractor didn't send me anywhere near the information I actually need. Well, Joe, concussive maintenance can repair a great many things. Just may I consider having you switch to a dead blow hammer so you get less vibration up to your wrist. See you folks another time. Good luck, Joe. See you, Joey. Thanks for running my ads, Nick. I appreciate it. Totally tubular. Oh gosh, folks, we are having a really fun one today. I admit I am excited because the start of school is the start of my summer. Because traditionally, Sandra and I don't do well around crowds, so we would wait for the crowds to thin when all the kids go to go to school. And once they're in school, we tend to venture out more and do some more things in the second summer that Indiana has after Heck's Front Porch. But it's when we get to really live and really breathe a bit, and now we just have to have the smoke come out. So I am so sorry that you have to go back, but I hope you are doing okay. Oh, Nick, if Amanda told you about something that happened yesterday, I got an update. I will probably email you the situation that happened. It took a toll on me today. Okay. You know I'm here for you, Alec. And folks, this goes to my friends, and I consider most of you guys my friends. Some a little bit more than just friends. If you need an ear, reach out to me. Now, I can't always get to all the messages I get. Sometimes, occasionally, something happens that causes a lot of people to be overwhelmed, and it may take me a minute, but I will get to you, okay? Because I love you guys, and I'll see what I can do. Hope nobody gave you drama, Alec. Think of it this way. How will I feel about when I'm 60? Puts it into perspective. I think 60 is tricky to imagine. It's a lot. That's a big ask. I mean, I'm at 40 and I realize I won't be able to imagine 60. Of course, I also never expected to get to 40 because of my lifestyle and situations of my youth. So it happens. But we're here for you, and yeah, this recent high school reunion made me think I can barely recall anything from high school. Well, true confession time. If I remember someone from high school or something from high school, it is remarkable because I have a condition that affects my memory. And vast swaths of my memory are basically auto-erased. It's why often I tell the same stories. Part of it is I'm maintaining the oral history of my own life. Because I am ADD, I'm terrible at keeping journals. And so I lose huge chunks. But that's why I take a lot of photos, why I'm really big on just an excessive amount of photos of my friends whenever possible. Because I lose pieces. So on the plus side, you lose a lot of the BS too. But Johnny says, not an ear right now, but if you have a kidney or a pair of eyeballs to spare, man, getting them in pairs is challenging, Johnny. It's a big ask. Oh, I got this. I'm doing back to school boot camp this year. Drop and give me 50. Oh, absolutely. Good order and discipline shall reign in this classroom. I will tell you that there are only two types of matter in this universe, friends. The carrot and the sharp stick. And this is all that matters. There are also only two types of energy, the hustle and the flow. And by keeping these together, you may perceive the groove. And from there, you can understand the kind of unique education I received growing up. Not me exactly, Carl, but most definitely on one of my younger friends. I can barely recall anything behind 8th grade. I've got you. Sorry for that friend then. Yep, we will do what we can to help out best we can. Okay? And you know me. And you know how to get a hold of me, guys. But the next question I have to ask is, and it's pondersome, what are you starting? Okay? What are you finishing and what are you starting? Now, hopefully Rich is going to finish The Fire or a story and get it published so I can go, and sigh, because once he's got the first one done, it's so much easier to do the next. But as we go through the rest of this week in the downhill slide to that wonderful, wonderful weekend, I have to ask, dear friends, viewers, listeners, what are you doing? Okay? I want you to think about, what are you doing to make the world more interesting? Not necessarily better. That's a big ask. Although some of us do seek that. But at least make the world more interesting. More creative. Tell your story, because you are a superhero in that you are the only one who can be you. You can't be anybody else. And no one can be you. So you might as well be the most you that you can be. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it has value. And we are already losing folks. So let's get back into the comments real quick. Witsman dude being stared at by both kitties. They're telling me it's lunchtime. Oops. Yeah, it's about cat lunchtime. They're about 2 minutes ahead, but I will let it slide this time, kiddos. We gonna do rules, routines, and procedures till you puke. But seriously, the kids are really needing this, and of course, me too. Yeah, I think everybody went feral after 2020, and it has had positives and negatives. I am rebuilding the curriculum for my kiddo that he will be starting at the end of August. And that's why I'm trying to wrap up my projects so that I can really deep dive his next stage in education, because he's getting ready again. The trauma of things really hit him hard. It took him a while to bounce back. But now we're in the process of, well, it's setting up for the harvest. You know, there's a lot of work before the harvest. You have to pull in a lot. And we've been doing a lot of work towards his behavior and getting the tools, and now we just have to get things laid out for the winter. And I'm here for it, because we do a lot more studying in the winter, a lot more physical and outing stuff in the summer normally. And now that my health is up there, I get you. So I get where you're coming from, just on a little tiny scale. In that case, everybody have a great day. Later's all. Bye to you too. We're helping promote a friend's TTT RPG Kickstarter in September, so I'm working on drawing the whole table anime style character at the moment. Awesome! Singing. Be all that you can be. in the rock and roll star army. Gosh, I need to record that. Yes, you do. And just remember that, now that it's August, Halloween is coming. And as the decorations on my wall remind me, we could always have a little bit more Elvira in our world. But with that most sacred of contexts, I think I'm going to call it. Well, actually, I'm going to run an ad for an old friend. And then I will call it. I might run two. We're going to run this.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Or not. Come on. Yeah, everyone, I hope you have a blessed day. I really mean that. Go out there and live dramatically. Now, before I go, there will be likely a broadcast later because I received something in the mail. I want one box. And I don't know if I'm going to just do it live because it's easier or if I'm going to record it and edit it. But we shall see. I'm very excited about that, so it will pop up when it pops up. Other than that, guys, keep creating, keep drawing, keep writing, because you can always edit what you make. You can make it better, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you. Go out there, have a good day. Toodles.